It's going to be a season unlike any other for New Orleans Saints fans this fall. New coach, new quarterback, new expectations. I sat down with reporter Jeff Duncan to preview it all. We're previewing the Saints season here with Jeff Duncan from The Advocate. The first question is, what is the general vibe on Airline Drive right now with the Saints? It's a new era, a new head coach, new coordinators, a lot of new expectations. What's kind of the vibe there right now?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head, Harrison. I think all the newness with the staff and the new schemes and probably a new quarterback situation has created a lot of excitement and energy in the building on Airline Drive. The players, I think, are a little more enthusiastic than I've seen in the past couple of years when Dennis Allen was there. And it just got a little stale, frankly. The continuity and stability that the organization was looking for just didn't carry over from the Sean Payton era. So I think Kellen Moore and his staff have injected a lot of energy and enthusiasm. I know expectations are low around the league, but internally, I think they feel like they've got a little chip on their shoulders and maybe have a chance to sneak up on people nationally.
What gives people confidence in Kellen Moore? It's first time as a head coach. He was a great coordinator with the Chargers and the Cowboys, and obviously last year with the Super Bowl champion Eagles. Maybe what's one reason that people around the league should be excited about what Kellen Moore is going to start building this season?
Well, people around the league, you talk to, general managers and coaches around the league have a lot of respect for Kellen Moore. They think he's a bright offensive mind and a guy that was destined to be a head coach. So the Saints tapped him early on, I think, in the hiring process. And his track record everywhere he's been has been successful. He's worked with a lot of different quarterbacks, a lot of different styles. So I think he has the, flexibility to kind of morph his offensive system to the personnel on hand. And look, he's coming off a Super Bowl championship with the Philadelphia Eagles. And he also comes from a lineage of coaches. His father and other people in his family were head coaches. So he knows what it takes. I think even if he was at the high school level in Washington State, he knows what it takes. He's learned from some great coaches. And I've been impressed so far with what I've seen from him in his practices. They're very efficient, very high tempo. And like I said, he's brought some enthusiasm into the organization I think was much needed right now.
You talk about him working with the quarterbacks. He's a former quarterback himself with Boise State back in the day. That's the biggest question surrounding the Saints entering this season is that position. They have the sudden retirement of Derek Carr earlier in the summer. They draft Tyler Shuck with the 40th overall pick. They have Jake Haener and Spencer Rattler coming back. Neither of them really shined in their time last year, but they are options. Who do you think is the horse that's leading the race?
I think if all things are equal in this competition, Tyler Shuck will be the guy, but he's going to have to win the job. I mean, he was drafted high in the second round for a reason. I mean, they were very high on him coming out of Louisville. He comes from a pro-style attack under Jeff Brom, and he's got a lot of experience, a lot of maturity that they like. But no one's going to hand him the jobs, certainly not Spencer Rattler, a guy that was highly regarded himself coming out of high school as a top prospect. And I'm sure he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder after they drafted Tyler Shuck. So this is going to be a competition, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out because they don't have any joint practices this year. So really those 3 preseason games and the few practices they get where they go all contact, full pads, 11 on 11, those team drills are going to be important for the evaluation process because so far this offseason, because of the new NFLPA rules, there hasn't been a lot of that. I mean, it's much lighter workouts than we've seen. So these training camp workouts and team drills and the 3 preseason games are going to be vital for Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler. I expect Tyler Shuck will be the guy. If it's not week 1, eventually he will be the starting quarterback here. I just don't know if he can catch up to Spencer Rattler quickly in this training camp, but they're very high on him, I can tell you that.
And the play call, they bring in Doug Nussmeier as the offensive coordinator. He also comes with Kellen Moore from the Eagles. What kind of style of offense should fans expect? I know things changed a lot last year when Clint Kubiak took over. Now he's gone to Seattle. Obviously, the Saints are going to run the Jalen Hurts style offense. Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler aren't going to run 20 times a game, but how different is the offense going to look this year with the personnel staying mostly the same on that side of the ball?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think none of us truly know what it's going to look like because I think they're going to tailor this thing to the personnel they have. And my guess is it's going to be a ground based offense because of the offensive line. That's really the strength of this offense. They've got 4 first-round draft picks, including Kelvin Banks, who they drafted out of Texas this year at left tackle, a high second-round pick as well. And I think they're going to hang their hat on the running game because that'll be the best friend to whoever wins the quarterback job between Shuck and Rattler, both experienced guys. I think taking the pressure off them with that running game and Alvin Kamara. They brought in Cam Akers in the offseason, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They've got a lot of options back there, and we will see eventually when Taysom Hill gets back on the field, probably mid-season or so. That, I think, is going to be the way to go. I know everyone gets caught up in the passing game and the quarterback play, but I think this team, to be successful, is going to have to be able to run the ball with Kellen Moore. And he's shown that in the past, like you said, in Philadelphia, also in Dallas, with that offensive system. And I think that's the bread and butter that he's going to lean on this year.